got into it on social media a little bit after the Eagles made another deal. They sent Jalen Reagor, the bust out of TCU, to the Minnesota Vikings in exchange for a conditional 4th-round pick. It would drop to a 5th-round pick if Reagor doesn't hit certain stats in Minnesota. And I was just like you, and I thought about Amari Cooper and what the Cowboys got back, and I had to refresh. I had to go and check the articles, and I was like, there's no way. There's no way. There has to be something in here. It's an escalator, de-escalator. It was basically a 5th. They got a 5th back for Amari Cooper, and the Philadelphia Eagles got a freaking 4th-round conditional that at worst would be a 5th for Jalen Reagor, and a lot of the diehard Cowboy fans / homers came at you with the difference in salary.
I mean, they can come at me all they want. They can try to spin this all they want. They can't take. They're too as Woody Page would say. They're too far inside the forest to see the trees. They're clueless here. The salary for Amari Cooper, it doesn't matter if it impacted the trade compensation, which it doesn't impact the trade compensation nearly as much in 2022 as it did in 2016.
People are saying, because Amari came with a $20 million price tag, the Cowboys were going to get back less because Reagor makes nothing. The Eagles are going to get back more.
Okay. Jalen, you're not going to get back more for a nothing player. Jalen Reagor is a nothing player. That's what you guys are missing.
Yep.
He's not even a bad football player. He's a terrible football player. So there's nothing to get back for him. Howie Roseman is putting on a clinic. Over the last 72 hours, he traded Jalen Reagor for Chauncey Gardner-Johnson because they gave up less for Chauncey than they got back for Jalen. They got back a 4 and a 7. They gave up a 5 and a 6 for Chauncey. And they literally just traded those. They swapped those two.
It makes the Cowboys look horrible.
This is a clinic. This is the difference between having a football guy as the GM and having a businessman. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Jerry Jones doesn't run the Dallas Cowboys like a business. He runs it like a football team. And that's the problem.
What does that mean?
Business, like how he's putting clinics on with trades and thinking of things in different ways, not just in, is this player good? The Cowboys operate in who the better player is. The Eagles operate in where does the value lie. They're running this like a business. He's running this like a football team. And the teams that run their operations like a baseball team or like a football team and not like a business are the ones that make stupid trades like this.
This is like saying an NBA team is going to give up the same value. Like, okay, Kevin Durant, we're going to trade for him. He's making max money. So let's go ahead and give up the same exact value for Dwight Powell. Do you see the correlation here? Do you see where that doesn't make sense? The wide receiver market, by the way, with the explosion of it, justifies Amari's $20 million. In fact, it more than justifies it.
Yeah, Amari's not overpaid anymore.
Yeah, right.
He doesn't have a big contract. He's got probably
one of the best wide receiver contracts in the league.
He's got a legitimate, normal wide receiver contract.
Take Amari out of it. If 2 days ago I told you that Jalen Reagor was going to be traded, and I asked you to text the compensation back, not one damn person would have said a 4th. Not one. So just take Amari and the salary out of it. Not one person would have said a 4th-round pick for a guy who got destroyed and taken apart by the Philly fan base. That was an absolute bust that everyone knew Philadelphia did not want. Everyone knew was on the outs there with that football team. You would have really said a 4th-round pick coming back. So even if you remove Amari and the $20 million from the conversation, get over it, it's in the past, why are you doing this Cowboys comparison? It's still an amazing job by Filthy for getting a number 4 back, in my opinion.
Now, I agree. Now, the fan text, a lot of people saying Jalen Reagor isn't as bad as we're saying. And look, maybe when he goes to, Minnesota with Kirk Cousins, better thrower than Jalen Hurts, that he'll be a little bit better.
What are those TCU fans?
I know, right?
Is that your son, Luca, hitting you up with his purple jersey on?
I don't think he's as much of a TCU fan anymore. He's kind of dropped off on that.
31 and 33 catches. All right, for 400 and then 300 yards. So 30 catches a year in his 2 seasons.
Yeah, and it's the how long the progression of a wide receiver is, and then of course the quarterback situation they've had there. Look, he'll go to a better situation. He'll get better opportunities opposite of Justin Jefferson and Thielen's out there. So he'll have opportunities to be on the third corner, right? So that there may be chances for him, but I never would have guessed a fourth. No. I never would have guessed a fourth.
I think it makes the Cowboys look much, much worse. Almost like they were lazy and didn't pick up the phone and call everyone throughout the league. And the $20 million, it's not an impediment to me whatsoever. From Burner Buddha on Twitter. Let's see. It wasn't an issue considering he wasn't a Brown for 5 minutes before they restructured his contract. So no, the $20 million wasn't real. Wasn't any real impediment to anyone with a kindergarten understanding of the cap. So he's talking about the way that Cleveland was dealing with that Amari deal as soon as they got him, and they got a great cheap value. Wayne with a great tweet. Remember when they drafted Reagor over Jefferson? Just saying. So yesterday this went viral again. It went repeat viral. The Minnesota Vikings war room, when they were on the clock and Reagor goes ahead of Jefferson, the internet thinks that Minnesota with Spielman and Mike Zimmer just started busting out laughing in gleeful jubilation, mocking the Eagles for taking Reagor over an absolute all-pro stud, and now they're sitting here on the same team.
Yep, no, there they are. He got them both. They got them both. It's unbelievable. But again, Howie's doing Howie things right now, man. Basically trading Reagor for Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.